Shot in the pool. Hits him with the left and pool goes down.
They call him Rockin' Ron, and that's why he's been KO'd his last 4 times out. And boom, the left hook. David Tua starts this fight off quickly and lands the left hook. When you are out, you can fall on your ankle. Here is a look at it. Watch the right ankle of the man in the blue trunks, David Humes. The left hook over the top is right there, and there goes that foot. There's how relaxed a person gets when he gets knocked out. But watch the left hook, and watch how David Humes is walking into it, runs into that left hook. And
my break. At that time, I want both fighters to take one step back and then commence boxing.
Early action Tua with a straight left, just settling into a rhythm. Hits a good body shot in the pool. Hits him with the left, and pool goes down. In the first round, another first round victory in prospect. He's down again. He staggered forward. He looked as if he was on his way down anyway, and Tua clipped him with a short right, and he is out for the count. Finish of the fight. Poole had staggered to his feet. He looks pretty wobbly as he comes forward. He moves in on Tua here, but he's going down as he does it, and then Tua clips him with the short right.
David Tua, very compact against this southpaw from Florida. Oh, and body shot, and that was a pretty dramatic fall. There was a head shot followed by a body punch by David Tua, and Alfredo Navarez in trouble, up at 8, and drunkenly reeling all over, all by stoppage. And the furthest he'd been as a professional was 3 rounds, and he went over, didn't he?
Get in a lot of action. He is proceeding very carefully under the tutelage of Lou Duva. And down in the first round goes Bruce Johnson. Round 2 have come in the third. This has been a dark round for Tua, but perhaps not tonight.
oh, that left hook is fast, and it is sneaky. Right now, Bruce Johnson saying
Right in on Bruce Johnson here in the second round. Tua knows that this is a window of opportunity. And that is it. Lindsey Page waves this one off.
They're exchanging good punches. I think Lou likes David because I think Lou was about that size when he was 21 years old. And once he works his way inside, he's got to hold and hold until the referee stops him from holding. Because
a body shot sends Davis down here in round number 1. You see the time winding down. As Davis does not appear he's going to get up from this one. He will struggle to his feet. And the fight is over. He shot. And there was the right hand. Wow.
17 pounds, and his professional record unblemished. 8 wins, no losses. 8 wins by knockout.
Y está, la derecha, compañero, otra más de David Tua. Aparcado de derecha, izquierda, a la lona.
Fulminante. Sencillamente no hay más nada que hacer. Knockout fulminante.
Con la cara de los señores médicos de la Comisión Atlética del Estado de Nueva York.
Llegó de espaldas a la lona. Vamos a ver, aquí está. El gancho de izquierda sencillamente demoledor. Lo desconectó por completo, enviando a Rohanica de espaldas a la lona.
Water. All right, here we go. Round 1. Bob Sheridan with Chris Myrons. Glad you can be with us. And ACT's off right away. Light left hand thrown by... Oh, big left hook already by David Tua. He backs up AC. Mike AC trying to hold him off with a jab. He goes headhunting with the left hand and the right hand. Wow, with the right hand. David catches him with an uppercut. Left hand. He's in trouble. Down goes Mike Ace. The patience right now as Michael tees off with the right hand. David doesn't do anything but nails him with a left hand. He won't get up, I don't think. It's all over. Knockdown. See how patient David is. He waits, and then that one just paralyzed him. It starched him with the left.
You see how good Tua goes to the body. I mean, he hooks that body as well as anybody. You can already see some redness, and now he comes upstairs with a headshot.
He's another example of a short fighter that, you know, uses his height to his advantage. Ooh.
Oh, big punch, and Corrigan staring at the ceiling. He will not make it up for this one. Corrigan's going to be out, and he's going to be stuck. In those body shots that started to take it, it was a left hook. So the left hook is what finally put him down, and it was a wide sweeping left hook, and down goes Kerrigan. This is a better angle of it. There it is. Boom. Got him right by the ear.
And the commissioner, Greg Burgess, expects Cecil Coffey to come out banging fairly early on. Looking at tapes of his earlier bouts. Don't take any notice of perhaps the little bit of spin.
He's left hook. He's gone. He's gone. I want to see the shots here from this angle. Good shot to the body by David. There's the hook on the top of the head. Down goes Coffey.
In a hurry. And that is about as fast as you can get. A left hook, Balachi down and up right away. Tua. Balachi looks like he may make it through, but he's down again at the end of the round. And it's over.
Viejas struggling to keep Tua off. Another good Tua left hook. Good right hand by Tua, and down goes Viejas from the uppercut. That could be it. The left hooks. Surprise, surprise. Viejas did not see that one coming. He was looking for the left hook.
And plenty who will hit him back when he tries anything, but at the moment, at this level anyway, he looks very good, doesn't he? In fact, oh, well, it looks like Balachi's had one body punch too many. Well, certainly the finish is on the cards here for Tua, I think, in this second round. Boom, down, that's it. That'll do, surely. Yes, the referee's in fact waved it off immediately, and that time was a left hook to the chin. Watch that again. That was a very well-placed left hook, no doubt about that, but when?
25. Listed as having a reach advantage here. We'll see how he uses it. Tua with a big left hook, and Ruiz in trouble. Tua comes right at him. Another big bomb, and Ruiz is down. This could almost be over now. Tua came storming out. It's over. Quite a bit right there. That had Tyson written all over it, the way it was thrown and everything by Tua. Now he knows he's done the damage here. He comes right in, and before John Ruiz can recover, Tua is all over him. One more right hand, another one in there. And that one was the one that really did the damage. Tremendous hook there. Practically wins the fight for Tua already. Tony Perez on the outside, waiting for these guys to fight their way out. There's their right hand. Tony Perez should be there right now, and maybe one punch to
see the power that he displays. There's that left hand connecting, followed by a right. Another left hand sends Cooks down. To go. Anthony Cooks remaining in the corner. And Anthony Cooks. That will be it. Anthony Cooks taking a knee. And the 3 knockdown rule is in effect here in Maryland.
Coming up. Wilson tries a right hand across the top. Tua lands a short left. First down, Wilson. The first time Wilson's ever been down.
Can he beat the bell? Can he beat the bell? No, he can't. He's counted out.
Let's take another look at the knockout punch, and as it happened, Larry, George put his hand on my arm as if to say, that's the end of that. And sure enough.
Just stepped back and drove that left hook. Just watch how he steps back. Boom. Woo.
Hit Tua's power shots.
And give credit to David Tua for standing up and clear out. Oh, that was Dante.
He's on the take. Hands dropped for a moment. He gets the hands back up. Tua tries to finish. Izarate won't go down. Now he does. Referee Richard
called a knockdown. And it's over. This is splendid power punching.
Very splendid. At this point, his arm table had just flat gotten weak, and you're not going to take these big punches from a puncher like David Tua all night long. And when you find a heavyweight that can punch like this in round 12, you got yourself a prospect for a heavyweight champ.
Out of heart. Tua tries the chopping punches, but Muskayev keeps his hands up so high, he's blocking most of them. Muskayev's legs are a little wider. Takes a left on the hook, and another one. His eyes roll back in his head on that one. Muskayev is out. He goes down, and the referee stops the contest. Man, here's the replay. Tua bobs and weaves, just misses, throws a left that hurts him. Still, he's okay. That one did the damage. Right there, look at his arms. He can't control his hands. Now he's out on his feet. And that punch and that one, that was over.
You would think Tua would just crawl under pressure right now and get him out of there once and for all.
Yeah, why does Tua want to be in this fight at all now? There's number 5. And these are not big shots. Plus, he hit him when he was down. So Tua gets away with one there.
7, 8. See, that's no reason. That's
5 knockdowns. This should have been over a couple knockdowns ago if Lally tried to hang in there, but these body shots were too much. They're on a different level. And there he's already down, gets hit with one. Here's Tua closing off the ring. That's not even a hard body shot.
But you know, you
knocked him down.
You wonder if the first one might have broken a rib or something.
Right hand counter by Tubbs and a hook counter by Tubbs as he tries to fire back. He scored with 3 in a row. Tua continues to work along the sides. Good uppercut by Tua, and Tubbs takes to the canvas. Explosiveness. We like to see heavyweight punching power, and a guy that can turn a fight with one punch. There it is. Tua with the left uppercut and then the right to the temple area. Here's another look. Tubbs stunned by the uppercut, no time to react, and Tua comes in with the finishing shot.
Have to be Perry Mason to figure out that that punch came a little bit late at the end of round number 9. We'll see what Rahman has left, how he responds as David Tua comes on strongly now at the outset of round number 10. Throwing punches with reckless abandon, and Rahman is hurt. Definitely hurt. Rahman taking shots. He's about to go down. Only the ropes are holding it up, and Asimanos is going to stop it right here.
Didn't get enough of it.
Yeah, David Tua just firing away 12, 15 unanswered punches. I think the referee did exactly what he had to do and stopped this fight.
Than Ibuchi, who was probably the best fighter in the heavyweight division. There's 2 uppercuts. One whistles past the chin, the other catches him pretty solid. We're in round 2. Nice left hook, and down he goes. Up is down. He may not be able to recover. That was a good left hook.
Tua has not lunged in with that left hook like that very much during this fight, but it's that kind of leaping left hook that got Rahman in trouble after Tua had really been outboxed for a number of rounds. And that's the problem with fighting David Tua. You may outbox him over a certain amount of rounds. You may feel even like you have him.
He's got big legs, but nothing like that.
No, and I'll tell you what, they are really big. I've seen steel curtains that are small.
3 steps, and here comes David Tua, winging away left, right. Offense in trouble, and down he goes.
Left uppercut on the inside, Steve. Almost lifted him off his feet. 6. He comes inside, and Sullivan gets caught on the inside. Right under here is a left hook, left uppercut that almost lifts him off his feet. It's a rising left hook or left uppercut. And Tua, look at, you see the legs we talked about. That's the power. That's the foundation. He's driving with those legs.
Bobby, looks like he was already gone when he got the uppercut. Because look, see.
That's the first one. There's the second one.
See the uppercut?
There were 2.
It looked like he didn't need the second one. He was already going down.
It's out of harm's way so quickly. Nicholson's very fleet of foot.
Oh, he got him with the left hook. Down goes Nicholson. A leaping, lunging left hook.
5, 6. Test him. That's what he's supposed to do.
And right now, Tua has to be brimming with confidence. Another left hook. Down goes Nicholson. Can he get up from this one?
He's not getting up from this one, Steve. He's done.
Flat on his back. It's over.
Nice sweep, Prince. Nicholson again keeping his head high. That is a clean left hook. Head got it again. Watch how high he's got his head.
The fans reacting on the big screen, seeing it.
Could become a chess match.
if Moore is able to box for 36 minutes, or for 30 minutes, I should say. Scheduled for 10, not for 12.
Get off his head.
David Tua gets in 2 body punches early. The rib cage of Moore, and down goes Moore.
He's not moving at all. It's over with.
And that was a straight right cross.
It was more of a right hook, I think.
Yeah,
right
swept
hook.
it a little, you're right.
And Moore didn't even see it. Fighting in too close where he's not effective, and the guy with the short arms is extremely comfortable in that position.
Well, Michael Moorer said, no matter what happens, even if I lose the fight, that's not the end of me as a contender, because lots of things can happen in the heavyweight division.
Blinking and wiping his eye. Tua bullying his way in, and Chastain has no choice but to tie up. Big right-left combination by David Tua, and down goes Chastain in a heap, and this fight is over. That's how it ended. Let's take a look. It was the overhand right. The left of the body really was meaningless. The overhand right to the side of Chastain's head sent him out from a different angle. Got him right on the temple. Forget about it. Out.
He's been here a long time. But that's the way David has always fought throughout his career. You know what I like about Montana? There it is. The first shot to the front. And he made every time. And down like a bully on the floor. It's up to 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. It's all over. Go ahead. It was fun here when Montana was trading hooks and landing shots with him. But here, right in front of him, gets whacked with 2 big left hooks by David Tua. And when Tua can get that punch in against anybody, I don't care who they are, he will hurt them.
He's very vulnerable to that left hook.
Yeah, he throws his punches wide, and David throws his straight down the pipe. So I think Savone's Fox best out. Whether to stay down. That was a tremendous left hook, and David is known as a very good finisher. And that's it. That's the finish.
The referee right here and try to put it. As you see Tua coming in right to the body, and there's that left hook that put him down. On track. And here's that devastating left hand, followed by a right and then an uppercut. And that was all she wrote. The fight was over right.
Stays back. He's one of the very best referees in the world. Oh, he caught him! And he caught him again! Shane's ready to go! And he's down in round 1! Shane's in a heap of trouble! He won't be able to recover from this! McTavish will give him all the time in the world. David catches him. It's going to be a front drop knockout. Down he goes again.
Oh, that's a disqualification.
Trying to jab. Gets hit again with a right hook. Left hook. He's not going to last this round. David's all over. He's pummeling. The referee stops the fight. It's all over. A second round knockout victory.